Guys, congratulations on the film.
Thank you.
It's not. I was going to ask you about your day to day, but just sitting here in this junket room with all this candy. I mean, it's just.
No, we're over it. We're fine. We can handle it.
You've been on a few days of the press tour right now.
Sugar? No, sugar. No, don't. Stop it.
So many delights. This must have been.
All right, give us a bumble.
This must have been the most amazing set to be on, because watching the film, I mean, it's truly just magical and there's so much going on.
It was extraordinary. Had you ever done... I'd never done a studio movie like this. I'd never been... What was extraordinary to me from day one is you drive to Warner Brothers Leavesden and then you've still got 15 minutes of a car journey to get beyond all of the other sets.
Yes.
And we had this extraordinary kind of town centre.
This is what I would love to talk about.
In the middle of nowhere.
What the set decks, the art decorators did, the art direction was extraordinary, because you go into that square and you feel like you're in Weimar, Germany in 1940, the cobblestones, and everything about it felt solid.
Yeah.
Of course, you go behind and there are some things that are just a flat, but even when you're in it and know that it's meant to be, a film set, it felt so real. And the detail in the shops. I don't know about you, but I walk around the square just looking in shops and go, oh, they've got a little, it might be a haberdashers, but they've properly got their little needle going through something. It's like, oh my God, they've got this pair of shoes and they're absolutely authentic, and everything about it. And our chocolate shops were like,
well, that's
extra
fun, sort of having that sense of ownership over your own spaces in there, and to sort of the different designs of our chocolates that are really in keeping with our characters.
That's right, yeah, sort of colour coordinated, and the way we are, me being all business, nothing else, and my colours being sort of subdued with a little bit of yellow if I had to. Yours were very green. There was lots of green in yours.
All about the elegance. Fickle group.
That's right, yes. And then Prodnose was quite. It's right there.
Mustard,
everything's pinging out. It was just beautiful, and the way they shot it too, it just allowed you not to feel that you were on a film set at any point. Lots of crane cameras, so they're quite far away from you, and you just were in the scene. It was wonderful.
Gene Wilder's performance is so kind of iconic. I remember watching it when I was a kid, and the songs and just Roald Dahl magic and all that kind of stuff. So there was obviously pressure on Timothée to bring the character to life in a different way, but also less pressure in the sense that he's playing at a different age. What was it like seeing him work? Because for me, that's probably the best thing I've ever seen him do. He really kind of becomes the character, but in his own kind of way, has a real kind of frivolity about him.
I think it's really deceptive, because when you give a performance that's light in a film that is so fun to watch, it has the appearance that it's not hard or that it's not work, but he had so much to do in this film, singing and dancing, and to carry the story, but also the lightness of touch that you need to deliver the comedy, to support the comic performances around you as well, know when to give space and take space. And he does it all he wears it so lightly, and but it would have been enormous hard work. You just can't tell when you watch it.
No, I mean, imagine, the rehearsals that he had to do, because he's in a lot of musical numbers. He's carrying the films, he's got a lot of lines to learn. There are certain sequences that are deeply emotional, and some that are just choreography. He's got to learn dance sequences. And yet he's this sort of affable chap. He's the same, a little bit older than my son. And I always think, he's just like my boy. My boy's also half French, and there's something sort of grounded about him, and you've got to thank the parents for that. But I think in some ways as well, the craft is in thinking you're that character. You just do. If no child has ever seen Timmy in anything else, he'll always be Wonka to them, and that's just him. That's who he is, and everything else he's done. They go, yeah, but you'll always be Wonka to me. It's a craft that he has that is sort of deceptive, as you say.
Yeah. Do you guys, before I go, did you guys get a box of chocolates from each of your...
Damn it.
I
intended to.
Snafu'd a bunch of chocolates from the scene when we were eating them.
I have one plastic hoverchoc. Warner Brothers, don't come after me.
The three chocolatiers, you three. It's a bit unfair for me. He's just come off the Bake-Off and he goes straight into being a chocolatier. That's true. Guys, I wish you all the best in the movie. Thanks so much for that.
Thank you.
Pleasure so much to meet you. Thank you so much. Thanks. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys! Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey, you guys!
Hey,